the world's a stage, and all men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. His acts being 7 ages. At first the infant, mewling and puking in the nurse's arms, then the whining schoolboy with his satchel and shining morning face, creeping like a snail, unwillingly to school. And then the lover, sighing like a furnace, with a woeful ballad made to his mistress's eyebrow. Then a soldier, full of strange oaths and bearded like the pard, jealous in honour, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking a bubble reputation even in the cannons and battles. And then the justice, fair round belly with good cape and mind, with eyes severe and a beard of formal cut, full of wise saws and modern instances. And so he plays his part. The 6th age shifts to the lean and slippered pantaloon, spectacles on nose and pouch on side, his youthful hose well saved, a world too wide for his shrunk shank, and his big manly voice, turning again toward childish treble, pipes and whistles in his sound. Last scene of all, that ends this strange, eventful history, with second childishness and mere oblivion. Sans teeth, sans eyes, sans taste, sans everything.
What does theatre mean to you?
Theatre for me is like the first delicate kiss that you have with a stranger. It's unknowing, you're unsure, but it ends up being beautiful and always leaves you wanting more.
Theatre. God, even the name. Theatre. I could be killed, you know. I've seen it happen. They've made murderers of the older generation. Theatre. What does it mean to me? It means you've got a death wish. Look, I don't even know why I'm talking to you. I don't know who any of you are. How do I know that you haven't been sent here to find me? How do I know that you're not from the programme? How do I know that you've not been sent here to kill me? Well, go on then. Shoot me. Take me away and lock me up like you did the rest of them. Because you know what? I don't think I care anymore. It wasn't always like this. Not before the government shut it all down. You look confused. Don't know what I'm talking about? Lucky for some. You want me to explain? do I even begin? Theatre. Right, let's call it 1985, because it's Back to the Future. Call me Marty McFly, DeLorean, straight shooter, band arts, band theatre, band hope, band fun. It's Back to the Future. Can't trust anyone.
Take drama off GCSE curriculum, insists National Youth Theatre boss. Paul Roseberry says GCSE drama has no relevance.
First it was a shadow, creeping in the spotlight. Sorry, we don't do drama. Enforced stage fright makes me cower. Our power devoured by schools. Gave us an enemy, let's call him Gove. Gove doesn't want no soft subject, objects to anything unacademic. Pandemic of maths and science and history and smarts, starts degrading the arts, splitting the parts most important to our hearts because they won't fit in his charts. Stop. Breathe. But theatre is dying. I mean, can't you hear me crying? I mean, listen, I'm trying to be altruistic, but every single stupid national statistic is Calvinistically reforming what before was performing arts, drama, dance.
GCSE art subjects in freefall as results confirm 9% decline in entries.
For God's sake, why can't we just give performance a chance? We're being discouraged, malnourished from the music of life when we want to play on. There's Shakespeare in my heart and I'm not allowed to go on stage. The golden age of theatre is over, but that's nothing compared to the governmental takeover.
Funding for the arts in dramatic decline with Tory takeover.
Budgets slashed, markets crashed. What before was a £90 billion industry completely trashed. Gove stands tall, anti-arts emperor and king. Ming the merciless, pathetic earthlings. Government starts cashing in on expensive dinner and things, meanwhile stomping down and crushing every single thing that sings.
Performing and expressive arts students drop 10% at A-level.
Hop back in the DeLorean. We're well past 2018. And can you keep your voice down, please? And don't mention the arts. You see, they've become obscene. When a pattern emerges, it's want to continue until we can view so few of what once was ours. It sours every hope we have for drama. Karma doesn't exist in George Orwell's new dystopia, emerging theatre phobia. Everyone's scared of the power of arts. They silence us. Take arts. I perform, therefore I am powerful. Simply not allowed.
New government implements worldwide ban on performance.
It's not as noticeable at first. I mean, yeah, sure, it hurts. But then, like global warming, we all kind of acclimatise, this weird sort of synchronise into giving them up until everyone starts to believe this political cover-up. Performance is bad, performance is poison. We began voicing every single little bit of treason, reasoning that performance is bad. Yeah, we don't need them. Every singer, actor, songwriter, dancer, comedian locked up and charged with a lifetime sentence. Repentance given only in the form of pain. It's Back to the Future. It's never going to be the same.
Arts finally silenced as performers perish.
So, where does this leave us? Government dystopia? Gove's only gone and ruined world prospects with one great idea. Even me standing and talking to you now, even me talking to you now, I'm in great danger. I'm no stranger to performance because performance is power. Every hour less and less survives for the poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage until he is heard no more.
Government demands anybody with links to the arts resistance turn in.
I'm thinking back to the early 2000s when all of this started. And now, dearly departed, performance is dead. If they heard me talking to you now, it's off with my head. But theatre makers tell stories, and the resistance is ours. Performance has powers to bring back the dead, and it's Back to the Future. So, full steam ahead.
New threats emerge as EPQ resistance grows stronger. What does theatre mean to you?
Theatre is a place where girls can be boys and boys can be girls.
It started with money. These things always do, don't they? The The government didn't want to put any funding into a subject where all you do is pretend to be a panda or a tree or a chair, although that was just one nativity I was in. But then it grew, this disease. Performance is poison. But I always thought performance was meant to be the soldier, not the propaganda.
What does theatre mean to you?
Theatre is the only time anyone bothers to listen to me.
It's incredible how quickly that happens, isn't it? The past becomes the present. Moments slipping away. 1 minute you're in the past, and then you're in the future. Although, you're not really, are you? My thoughts are in the present, my speech is in the future, my voice is in the past. It's the tiny difference between has and had, is and was. And God, wasn't it beautiful?
What does theatre mean to you?
An auditorium of feeling.
You must think I'm mad. You must think I'm absolutely, positively balmy. But don't they all? Who's they? Who's they? You're telling me you don't know the EPQ? God, you really do have a death wish, don't you? EPQ. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this wondrous delight. If I might take your coats and top hats, I can tell you this is all that you've ever dreamed, though it might seem quite obscene. EPQ. Oh, madame, we have a show for you tonight. No, sir, there's no frights, not in sight. All it is some tiny minor, Lord, what would you call it? Indoctrination. EPQ. We like to call ourselves the EPQ. How do you do? Well, what's it stand for? Well, wouldn't I be privileged to tell? EPQ. E. Exodus, the excellence of actors moving south, out of sight, out of mind, the gap until the north was left defeated and depleted, just like that. P, performance. Oh no, what a word. Performance equals merit, equals work, equals pay. Performance isn't acting, isn't films, isn't pay. Performance is poison. Performance is treason. Keep repeating it twice until it seems like reason. Q, quarter. This is the new directing. Away the old art sector. Each defector must pay the price of government. EPQ. So now we put on a show and pretend we don't know that we discouraged arts until all of the parts that remained for the world were all dried up and curled. And if you dare make a challenge and upset the balance, then we'll find EPU.
What does theatre mean to you?
To me, theatre is entertainment in a different form.
EPQ. They're the ones that discouraged arts. Statistics just kept getting lower and lower and lower until there was no performance left. Nobody valued performance in education anymore. Nobody cared. Well, I did. Me and all the others that have disappeared now. And I suppose you're interested too. Well, forget it. There's absolutely no way that we could pull off a resistance this big. Look, I hear what you're saying, but it just isn't possible. It wouldn't work.
To you?
To me, theatre is a window to another world.
Look, I hear you, but we could be killed. Look, I know every revolution needs a martyr, but I don't hear you volunteering.
What does theatre mean to you?
Theatre to me means to see my sister perform.
Look, you know it's not that easy.
What does theatre mean to you?
Cheap therapy.
Look, that's absolutely hilarious, and I understand everything
Theatre
you're saying.
Therapy.
Look, I can't
Anyone
hear you all
bothers to
out.
listen to me?
Do you really think that I'd be standing here talking to you if this was
An auditorium of feeling.
It's been going like this forever. It starts small and then it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger until you don't know what's happening anymore. You never know what you have until it's gone.
Cheap therapy.
I understand what you're saying, but what does theatre mean to me? Sorry, there were mistakes.